Hey guys, what's up? It's Paige. Welcome back to your weekly cooking video. This week, I was actually talking to Chase and asking him what should we make this week for everybody at home, and he said chili, but since we have already done the meal plan chili for you guys, I decided to do a white chicken chili. Obviously not using chicken, instead I'm going to use jackfruit. So I'm going to take you through really quick to show you the ingredients and what we're going to use, and then I'll show you step by step what to do. So to start, my mother's white chicken chili was always really creamy. Obviously she used cheese. So instead of using a block of white cheddar or any other type of white cheese that you would use in yours, we're going to make a cashew cream. It's going to be a little more simple than the cashew cheese because remember it's just to make the soup creamy. We're also going to use some white kidney beans. I got these at, I almost said Sprouts, Trader Joe's. Everything I got today is from Trader Joe's, and I believe this entire meal cost me $30 to make it for about 4 to 6 people. My sister and I are going to eat it throughout the week. And I just wanted to add an extra veggie, so I'm going to do riced cauliflower. And remember, you can always buy things that are pre-cut, that's okay, as long as the only ingredients are the vegetable. I'm going to chop up some kale too, but I'm keeping that in the fridge for right now so it doesn't get all limp and gross. So I'll pull that out and show you guys when I chop it up. So here's the jackfruit. You guys, if you've taken a cooking class, you have worked with jackfruit before when making the crab ragoons, I believe, or pulled pork. So I have already prepared 1 can. This is what it looks like when it comes straight out of the can. This is what it looks like when it's prepared. You just cut off an end and make sure it's nice and flaky so it falls apart. We are going to saute it with some black pepper to kind of give it that chicken type of feel. I'm going to use half of a red onion. And then the only spices that I'm going to use are garlic and black pepper, some veggie broth for the base with the cashew cream, and of course some liquid aminos. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all ready and time lapse it so you don't have to watch. And yeah. Alright guys, so now that I have my jackfruit all prepared, it's not quite shredded yet, but when we cook it, it'll start to get tender and it'll be nice and shredded. This is just some regular black pepper in bulk from Sprouts. I am going to sprinkle it all over. I don't know about you guys, but when my mom used to make this white chicken chili, you could always taste the spice that was in the chicken. So I want to make sure my jackfruit is nice and spiced up. Next, I'm going to take some garlic powder, and I'm going to sprinkle some of that. You guys all know my love for garlic, so there's going to be a lot on here. Remember, I don't measure, so you can do whatever suits you. If you're not a huge garlic fan, you can use onion powder or literally any other spice. And then I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of liquid aminos, but mainly using veggie broth. So yeah, that was probably like 1 teaspoon of liquid aminos. Come on over here, and we are going to take a little bit of veggie broth. I'm going to turn my oven on, which I probably shouldn't have done before, but that's okay. A little bit of veggie broth. My red onion. And the jackfruit with the seasoning. Now I'm gonna let all of this saute, and I'm gonna get my veggies ready. All right, so now I'm gonna put a lid on this and put it on medium heat, so that way the red onion and the jackfruit start to tenderize. And we're gonna prep our veggies. All right, so by prepping the veggies, I meant veggie because our cauliflower is already prepped. So I'm gonna chop this kale up into tiny little pieces. That way you're not getting big chunks in the soup. And yeah, here we go. All right, guys, so our kale is all prepared. Remember, the cauliflower is already cut and our beans are rinsed, and they're gonna go in last anyway, so they're already ready. While the jackfruit is still simmering, it looks really good and smells very peppery, so it's almost done. We're gonna prepare our cashew cream. So I just got a bag of raw cashews from Trader Joe's. Make sure you read the ingredients. I almost grabbed the roasted, but they were covered in brown rice oil. I don't even know what that is, but it was just coated all over the cashews. So now that I got raw, it's just cashews in the ingredients. We have a lot of soup, so I'm probably gonna do about 2 cups worth of cashew cream. I'm not gonna add any garlic because remember, this wants to be a little bit tamer than the cashew cheese recipe that's on Whole Health Club's website. This is just to make our soup creamy. So I'm still gonna add in a little bit of tanginess. So I'm gonna do half a lemon juiced. I prefer to always use fresh lemon juice. I just don't think it tastes the same when it's in one of those carton things. So just get a lemon and juice it. It's not that hard. Or get one of these from Bed Bath & Beyond for $8, I think. You'll use it all the time, I promise. And then I'm gonna do the other half. Normally in my cashew cheese, I like it to taste really tangy, so I would do about 2 lemons. But remember, this is cream, so I'm just gonna do 1 lemon. This is a 4-ounce bag of nutritional yeast from Trader Joe's. I believe it was $2.99. It's awesome. It also has a, what's this called? Velcro resealable thing. This is also 4 ounces, but it is about $5.99 or $6.99. So, I mean, it's worth the trip to Trader Joe's to get the same amount. Probably a 1/4 cup. Yeah, just a little bit. Remember, if you were making cheese, you would use more. This is cashew cream, not cheese. A little bit, probably another teaspoon of liquid aminos. And then I'm gonna add some water to get the blade going. You could use veggie broth if you want it. I just feel like water takes the flavor down and it makes it a cream rather than cheese. So that's 1 cup. We'll stay right there just to see how it turns out. Now we're gonna blend. So I am gonna do about a 1/2 cup more water. It's pretty creamy, but I wanted to be able to pour out of the Vitamix. So about a 1/2 cup. So I don't know if you guys can see the texture compared to the first time when I only had a cup. It's just a little more creamy and it'll come right out of the blender rather than us scooping it out. Let's check on our jackfruit. So it smells amazing. We're getting a little stuck to the bottom, so I'm gonna add some veggie broth. You can smell the onions. Smell real good and caramelized. Now everything should peel right up from the bottom. Yeah. I know you guys can't smell it, but it smells like literally caramelized onion, so this is perfect. Even if you get it stuck to the bottom in a little bit, that's okay. I'm gonna do a little bit more. So now I'm going to cover this entire thing with our remaining veggie broth. You want to do just enough to cover it. And we want to get our cauliflower cooked down just a little bit, so I'm going to add that next. You guys know with cauliflower, if it was in whole form, it does take a little bit of time to cook, just so it's not too hard when you're chewing on it in soup. So when it's in pieces, it's not going to take very long for us to cook down. So I am going to add some water. I like this veggie broth, but it's a little dark for me, and I want my white chicken chili to come out lighter. So I'm going to add some water. But I'm actually going to add the beans now before the kale, because we want the kale to be last so it's not overcooked and turns brown. So I'm going to do the beans. Now I'm gonna let the beans simmer and all of the seasoning, the veggie broth, and the water, just a little bit, probably about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna add the cream, and then I'm gonna add the kale last. So we'll be back. All right guys, so I let the beans, the jackfruit, and the cauliflower simmer for about 5 minutes. Now I'm gonna add in the cream. Now it's time for our kale. Alright guys, there you have it. White bean chicken chili. White bean jackfruit chili. How about we just start calling it that? With red kale and green kale. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up and try it and let you guys know how it is. All right guys, so here we go. It's a little hot, but like, if you look at it when I pull it out, that's all the jackfruit. It's super creamy. Let's see how it tastes. Wow. It reminds me of my mom's white chicken chili recipe that she used to make, but better and healthier. Love you, Mom. And I added some kale. So let me know if you guys tried this recipe or if you add any other type of green or anything that you do differently. I would love to know. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a great day.